Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Fluctus Channel. Forward arming and refueling points, or FARPs, are temporary logistics sites that extend the reach of aviation units. Positioned close to the front line, they allow helicopters and tactical aircraft to rapidly refuel, rearm, and return to combat. FARPs are mobile and can be set up on austere terrain using fuel bladders. Speed, dispersion, and camouflage reduce vulnerability. Typical teams include maintenance, fuel handlers, ammunition specialists, and security forces. By shortening transit times, FARPs increase sortie rates and operational tempo, giving commanders flexible options during maneuver and expeditionary operations. They support modern joint operations effectively. U.S. Marine bulk fuel storage in remote or wilderness areas relies on rugged, transportable systems to support sustained operations. Crews site temporary fuel farms using palletized tanks, fuel bladders, pumps, filters, and containment berms. Setup emphasizes safety, grounding, spill prevention, and separation from living and ammunition areas.
1, 2, 3. That way.
Installing open-air fuel bladders begins with firm, graded ground anchoring points and protective mats.
And the nozzle needed to get inside the...
Bladders are connected with hoses, fittings, and filtration, then tested for leaks before filling. Trained fuel handlers manage inventory, security teams protect the site, and routine inspections keep fuel clean and systems mission-ready and maintain environmental safeguards. In forward areas, U.S. Marines often face the challenge of keeping helicopters and vehicles fueled far from established spaces. To solve this, they run long-distance fuel lines directly from forward arming and refueling points, or FARPs, to the front lines. Crews unspool reinforced hoses across rugged terrain, connecting them with quick couplings, inline filters, and pressure valves. Portable pumps maintain flow, while grounding and bonding prevent static discharge. Teams constantly inspect the lines, check for leaks, and sample for contamination. Security patrols protect the route from tampering or damage. Through precise coordination and relentless maintenance, Marine fuel specialists keep the lifeblood of combat operations flowing, ensuring aircraft and vehicles remain fueled, ready, and mission-capable wherever the flight takes them. Fueling operations also take place in the sky. Aerial refueling, also known as in-flight refueling or air-to-air refueling, is the process of transferring aviation fuel from one aircraft to another during a flight. The practice dates back to the mid-1920s, when the first attempts were made to transfer fuel using a hose and a bucket from one airplane to another. The gas station of the sky is the KC-10 extender. This gigantic tanker can hold more than 350,000 gallons of gas for in-flight refills. The KC-10 was first introduced in 1981 and has since played a critical role in military operations worldwide, supporting missions ranging from humanitarian aid to combat operations. It is operated by the United States Air Force's Air Mobility Command and is capable of refueling both Air Force and Navy aircraft. Loading the KC-10 with the necessary amount of fuel is obviously one of, if not the most critical element of pre-flight preparation. Crews must fill up this behemoth of a plane with enough fuel for its flight, but also to be able to offload a significant amount to jets for specific missions. The process requires careful attention to safety and quality control to ensure that the aircraft is ready for mid-air refueling and other mission requirements. The KC-10 is a large aircraft with a length of 181 feet and a wingspan of 165 feet. Despite its size and weight, it's capable of accelerating quickly, reaching speeds of over 150 miles per hour in just a few seconds. The massive wings of the KC-10 provide the lift needed for takeoff, and as it gains speed, the nose of the aircraft lifts up into the air. Shortly after takeoff, the KC-10 may begin the refueling process. This involves extending the refueling boom or drogue. In a beautifully choreographed and technically skilled maneuver, the fighter jet carefully flies closer and closer to the apparatus until the two delicately connect. Once the boom is in place, the transfer of fuel begins. Both aircraft must maintain a constant speed throughout this process. The KC-10 can transfer fuel at a rate of up to 1,100 gallons per minute. This means a typical area refueling operation can transfer tens of thousands of pounds of fuel in just a few minutes. While primarily used as a tanker aircraft, the KC-10 is also capable of carrying cargo and personnel, making it a versatile asset for military operations. Of all the genius innovations the U.S. Navy has developed over the years, underway replenishment is perhaps the most important. Abbreviated as UNREP, underway replenishment is a method of transferring fuel, munitions, and cargo from one ship to another while both ships are still sailing. Before this method was developed, warships either had to return to shore to restock or stop at special supply bases established worldwide. Underway replenishment solves these problems by having specialized cargo ships pull up next to the receiving ship and pass a series of lines between them. Using these lines and a system of hooks and pulleys, the cargo ship can transfer thousands of pounds of equipment without either ship coming to a stop. The same process works for the hoses that provide fuel. Tanker ships simply pull up alongside the receiving ship, pass one or more hoses between them, and pump fuel directly from one fuel tank to another. Though this process has been around since World War II, it has only become safer and more reliable thanks to modern technology. And since UNREP refueling deals with thousands of gallons of toxic chemicals and pollutants over ocean waves, safety is a crucial part of the process. To start, a link must be established between the two vessels. This is accomplished by having a member of the replenishment ship fire a line gun in the proximity of the other vessel's deck. This features a weight with a rope attached.
Hell yeah.
This rope can then be used to carry the hose mechanism from the tanker to the receiving ship. Once the flow of fuel is confirmed, the tanker will begin the filling process. As the fuel is being passed back and forth, teams on both sides of the hose line must be careful to keep it above the crashing waves. If the hose is hit with too much force, it could end up with a damaged line or fuel spill. Another reason this process is treated with so much care is the ease with which spilled fuel can cause a fire aboard a ship. In fact, if there were to be a refueling-related fire, it's possible that the blaze could spread across the umbilical in a matter of minutes. Depending on conditions, cargo transfer can be initiated with a line gun, or merely a sailor with a good arm. Either way, once a line is established between the two boats, a pulley system will be established so that heavy loads can be moved to either side. This takes a lot of coordination between teams on both decks, as the primary method by which munitions, weapons, food, and trash are moved back and forth is with sailors pulling the ropes. These men and women are also responsible for retrieving and putting away the various cargo as it arrives. There are many situations in which underway replenishment is not possible. Whether this is due to weather conditions, rough seas, or lack of proper equipment, the alternative is most always vertical replenishment, or vert-rep. This method uses helicopters equipped with cargo hooks and netting to move supplies from one ship to the other. Even though these helicopters are capable of carrying thousands of pounds at once, a vert-rep operation generally takes much longer than an underway replenishment. In many cases, this has to do with logistics, as the team receiving the cargo is also responsible for taking it off the deck and storing it as quickly as possible. From remote deserts to open oceans and the skies above, the U.S. military's fuel operations form the visible lifeline of global power projection. Every drop of fuel delivered through a hose, pump, or boom sustains aircraft, vehicles, and warships in motion. That's the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure to subscribe to this channel so you don't miss any of our new content. See you next time.